And we're going to go to page 175. And guess what? This is the last lesson in our grammar books. Yes, it's the last one. Page 175. Yay! Okay, and this is a fun one, actually. Have you guys ever heard of Mad Libs before? Some of you have, some of you haven't. Okay, it's kind of like a game a little bit. So see how there's a long list here, and these are all different parts of speech in English. And what we're going to do is make a list of random words. And then we're going to plug those words into a story. And it turns out really funny because sometimes the words don't really fit in the sentence. And sometimes it just is like a funny way to say stuff. So you'll see what I mean once we start. So basically it says fill in the blanks below with different parts of speech in order to create a silly version of the three soldiers. After you've completed the list on this page, transfer your words to the blanks in the story on page 181. So we're going to wait on that. Don't turn the page yet. Let's stay on this page. And what I'm going to have you guys do is take turns telling me different words to write down on this list. And then for yours, you can either copy what I put or you can make up your own words. Either way, you can copy what we do together or you can make up different words. So I'm going to start with, do you have a question, Eliana?
I have two questions. Can I go first for the noun place? And I also had a question. Can we do made up places for noun?
Yes, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay, so go ahead. You can do the first one, Eliana. What place do you want to put there?
Playtime Co. Copy playtime again.
Wait, what?
It's called Playtime Co.
Playtime Co?
Yes, C-O, both cap. Oh, hold on. My
Play
mom asked me. Time C-O, both capital. All right.
Playtime Co. Do you guys know what that is? I don't even know what that is. What is that?
There's stuff an old toy factory.
Oh,
Or kids used to go there just to to take tours and get new toys and stuff, but like some something happened in the Playtime factory where all of the people who went there that one day died.
oh my gosh. Is this a book that you read or a movie?
Game
Oh, it's a game. Oh, okay.
because all of the toys turned alive.
Oh, okay. Wow, that sounds like a creepy game, kind of. She's
It's
like,
very
"Ah."
interesting.
Okay, Abby, what about a verb? So this is going to be like an action word. And then you guys can go ahead of me and start filling out others too.
Like run.
Okay, run, that'll work. And then how about Malia, what about an adjective? So that can be something that describes a noun, like using your five senses. So something, what does it look like, or smell like, or taste like, or sound like? What is a word that we could put there?
Say colorful.
Oh, good. Colorful. I like that. Okay, and then a noun, Megan, and that's anything, any person, place, or thing. You can just make up one. It can be random. So what do you think, Megan?
I actually did play this game already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I finished my grammar and the pages
Okay, so
before
don't.
Wednesday.
Well, good for you. Don't tell us the story though, because we want to be
I
surprised.
won't.
What did you put here for the noun?
Down I put McDonald's.
Good
I
one.
could show
McDonald.
you the whole thing.
Oh yeah, you did. I see all those words. That's good. Okay, Eliana, back to you. What about a speaking verb? That's like how somebody says something, like whispered or screamed or
Um,
mumbled.
um, screamed.
Screamed. And then a food, Abby.
Pizza.
Yes, everybody loves pizza. Malia, what about an ly adverb? That's the one that ends with ly, like quickly or frantically or wonderfully or sleepily or anything with a something ly at the end.
Um, Happily.
Happily, that's a good one. Okay, and then an adjective. What did you put there, Megan, for an adjective?
Pink.
Pink. Good one. And then another speaking verb, Eliana, how somebody says something.
Cried.
Side? Oh,
Cried.
cried. Got it. It broke up for a second, but I got you that time. All right, and then three foods, Abby. You keep getting the food ones.
Mac and cheese.
Oh, mac. And I'm gonna put it and symbol. And cheese.
And toast.
Toast.
And a hot dog.
And a hot dog. That's pretty good. How about a noun, Malia? This is a body part. So it could be like an arm, a leg, hand, eyes, nose. What body part?
A little weird, but I'm gonna go with uh an ear.
An ear. I like it. An adjective, Megan, what did you put there for the adjective?
Adjective, I put cheese.
Cheese? Maybe cheesy. Let's put cheesy because cheese
Yeah,
is a noun.
I'm a cheese person.
Cheesy. And then an ly, I'm going to put cheesy though, because that's more of an adjective. And then an ly adverb, Eliana, something ly.
Angrily.
Ooh, angrily.
I'm trying to make mine based off of like the game.
It's kind of dark, huh? Yeah. Abby, what about a
I'm
verb?
wearing a Poppy Playtime shirt right now.
Oh, wow.
He's made of dough.
That's funny. A verb, Abby. So an action.
Throw.
Grow. Is that what you said? Grow?
Throw.
Oh, throw. Throw. Yes. Okay. And then another place, Malia.
Um, I'm gonna say a castle.
Castle. Good one. A speaking verb, Megan. What did you put for that one?
The speaking verb, yelled.
Good. Old. And then a noun, Eliana. Any noun, person, place, thing, or animal.
Or a creature like him.
Or creature.
Doughy.
Joey.
Doughy. Doey.
Doey. Oh, and that's his name. I got to make that a capital.
Yeah, that's his name. This
Doey.
is who he is.
You guys can put doughy too if you want, or you can change it to something else. It's up to you. Okay, an adjective, Abby. Think of your five senses.
Sleepily.
Oh, you're thinking adverb.
Oh, oopsies.
So an adjective would be like something with your five senses, how something looks,
Smelled. Smelled.
or smelly,
Yeah.
maybe. Okay, smelly. Something is stinky or smelly. An animal. Malia. I see your hand. Hold on, Eliana. Any animal. You're muted. Okay, there you go.
Um, like any animal?
Any animal.
Let's choose a dolphin.
Oh, cute. That's really cute. Dolphin. I like it. Eliana, did you have a question or something to say?
It's more of like a statement, and that statement is I'm only halfway done.
Oh, well, you better hurry.
Trying. Oh
Go
no. Oh wow.
faster. Megan, how about a body part for this one?
Body part. Arm.
Arm. I like it. Good job. And then an ly adverb. This is for Eliana. Ly, something Lee.
Mm, wait. No, no, no. All my adverbs always give me trouble
So
because like I don't know what to do for them. Sorry, my dog Bob keeps walking in and out.
that's okay. Uh,
How about
sneakily or frantically?
yeah, silly.
Sneakily. Okay. Sneakily. Sneakily. Sneaking around. I think it has EA. Yeah, that looks right. Let me double check. Sneak. Yeah. Okay. And then one verb. I think it's Abby's turn. What's another verb?
Catch.
Oh, good. Catch. Okay, so we got our list. Now yours might be different than mine. I know Megan already did hers, so hers might be different, but you can copy mine, remember?
Especially mine.
Yours is different. So, but for the sake of time, though, I'm going to read our class version of the story, okay? Because we have everybody contributed to this list. So I'll read it to you guys and you can see how it sounds. You're going to turn to page 181 in your book. And you're going to see all those blanks in there. And it's kind of fun because you can do this again with somebody else in your family if you want to play this with somebody else and see what story they come up with. Because every time you do it, it's a different story. Comes up different depending on what words you use. So I'm going to look at both lists. I'm going to keep this one here and I'm going to plug them into the story as I read it. Okay, so this is The Three Soldiers by Eliana, Megan, Malia, and Abby. It's all of us together. Okay, it says, the three soldiers settled into their playtime co. Because they were so blessed themselves, they decided to run others. One day, a colorful and poor widow knocked on their McDonald's. The first soldier, oh no, wait, she screamed, "Could you please spare a bit of pizza?" The first soldier happily invited her inside. That one worked out. He grabbed the pink cloak from a closet, that actually worked too, and wrapped her in it. Name all the foods you wish could fill a basket, he cried. What I would give for mac and cheese, toast, and hot dogs. At that, a basket of goodies appeared beside her ear. Gratefully, she returned the cloak and left with the cheesy food. Soon after, the soldiers heard of a poor man who had angrily lost his job and could not pay his rent. To throw the man, they visited him in his castle. Close your eyes and reach into this bag, they yelled. the man pulled out enough enough doughies to pay for his rent for a year. On their way home, the soldiers met a smelly man, oh my gosh, who had fallen off his dolphin and had broken his arm. Oh no. They sneakily blew the horn, which brought a doctor to his aid. In this way, the soldiers continued to share their good fortune with everyone whom they catch. Whoa, that was a weird story. That was good. Good job, you guys. So you can do this at home with somebody else too. You have your brother, sister, mom, dad, whoever is at home to do it with them.
I want to show you mine.
You want to show it to me or read it to me?
Oh, I could read it to you. I
Let's
actually
see.
changed the word cheese for cheesy because I found out it was an adjective.
Actually, you know what? I don't think we have time to read it, but let's save it because I know you want to read yours too, Eliana. I see your hand there, but we
Actually,
have a lot to do.
I haven't finished mine. I'm still like almost halfway, so I
What if
still need to
we,
finish
yeah, what if we took time next week to read them to each other? So save your grammar books and we can read them next week. I know, I'm sorry. We ran out of time and we have a lot to do today, so I don't want to run out of time for that. Okay, so let's you know what? You guys are going to do the next pages by yourself, by the way. You're going to do page 177, 178, 179, and 180 by yourself. You're going to finish this book by yourself for homework. Okay? You are, and then after that, you're done with this book. It's crazy. You made it all the way to the end. That was a lot. Good job, you guys. Okay, so let's put aside the grammar book. And then get out your binders. You guys were working on animal races. And last week we started this, and you guys were able to pick what animal race you wanted to write about. So, Megan, what animal race did you write about in your paragraph?
Horse.
Horse racing. Okay. How about Eliana? What did you write about?
I haven't finished mine yet because I really haven't got the time to.
Did you pick an animal though? Do you know which one you're going to write about?
Yeah, I'm gonna write about the camel.
Oh, camel. Okay. I just want to write down what you guys are doing. Okay, camel. How about you, Malia?
I haven't finished mine yet either, but I'm gonna write about ostriches.
Ostriches. And then Abby, did you finish yours yet?
I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do, but I did horses.
Okay.
But so I finished the KWO, but I didn't know if we were supposed to do the paragraphs.
I know, and I messed up by saying, what did you write about? You guys did not write your paragraph yet. So sorry, I forgot. We only did the KWO.
Okay, so I was only
But you
supposed
guys
to.
are good. Yeah, you guys are good. It was just the KWO. So let's look at that together.
Thank goodness, I was confused.
Yeah. Sorry. I know that was a little confusing. Got mixed up on that. Okay, so let's look at your KWO. Go ahead and get that big white paper out. This one. This is the one we worked on. Yeah, this is it. So you guys, I put camel here, but yours might be different. You probably picked something different, either horse or ostrich or camel. And you should have done, your homework was, just to clarify, A and B and C. But we didn't do anything with the fused yet. Thumbs up if you got A, B, and C done on your outline. Okay, I see that, Abby. Eliana, I see Megan's got hers done, kind of done. I see that, Malia. So, Eliana, you didn't get your A, B, and C done yet? You didn't have
I
to.
don't know.
Well, look in your binder for the big white paper. That's what you need to find.
Okay.
Yeah. So take a break on your grammar and try to find that big white paper.
Okay.
And then Malia, you got some of it done, but not all of it done. Is that what you did? Okay. Okay. So you really need to have A, B, and C done to do this next part. So if you don't have it done yet, you're going to have to wait on this next part because it's really important for you to finish A, B, and C first.
Oh, so I have the thing done. I just haven't written it yet. Right
Oh,
away.
that's okay. You're fine because we didn't write it yet. Did you do anything here for the fused outline yet? Okay, good. That's where we're at. Okay. So on the fused outline, you should just have something next to the Roman numeral 1 right here, depending on what animal you picked. So it should be horse racing or camel racing or ostrich racing, whichever one you chose. Okay, Malia?
I don't really understand the fused outline and like what we're supposed to do with that.
That's what we're going to talk about right now. So it's okay that you don't know because we haven't done it before. But I want to talk to you guys first about what the word fused means. And we kind of talked about it last week. When you fuse something together, you're like gluing it together, or you're sewing it together, or you're putting, like, even when you make cookies or something, when you bake and you mix the flour and the sugar together, you're fusing those ingredients together. There's no way to take them apart again. Because if you've ever baked before, when you mix sugar with flour, it really gets mixed in. You can't take it apart again. So fusing means putting together. So everybody hold up your hands like this. Actually, hold them this way, like this, and then push them together like that. That's what I think of when I think of fused. Like you're mixing up your fingers, they're all mixed together, it's all one thing now. And that's what we're going to do with A, B, and C. We're going to mix it up in the fused outline. So let me show you something here. This is somebody else's outline from a different class. Let me make it big so you guys can see it. Okay, so this is her outline. I know that the writing is kind of small, but she has information here about camel racing under A, under B, and under C. And remember, each of those is a different article that we looked at. So article A goes with this outline A. Article B goes with this one B. Article C went with this one. So that she got all the information she liked from those paragraphs. And then notice how I did this part. See that red line that goes from that number 2 under A, and I drew a red line all the way down here to this, and I copied what she had right here next to next to number 2. I copied it. So what you're going to do is take from each A, B, and C and combine the facts into the fuse. So let me do another one. I'm looking at my choices here on A, B, and C. So the one I copied was ME, and that stands for Middle East. One humped dromedaries. That was a fact that she got from Article A, and I like that fact, so I'm going to put it in the fused, okay? Then let's see, I'm going to look for another fact. I kind of like this one too about AS in Asia. I think AS is in Asia. Let me double check that just to make sure I got that right about the camels. No, the Arabs. No, Asia. It is the Asia Mongol. They race the two-humped Bactrians. Okay, so what I'm going to do is select my pen here again. And I'm going to pick that one, and I'm going to draw a line all the way to my number 2 here. And then I'm going to copy that. She has AS for Asia. She abbreviated Asia. Takes me a little bit to write this down. AS, because I'm doing it with my finger. And then she's got two humped Bactrians. So two humped. And these are the camels that have two humps. You guys get the idea, right? I'm writing two humped and then Bactrian. So back, tree. Okay. And then I'm going to look at my other choices here after I write Bactrian. Got that. Okay. And now I see camel racing in 2017. I see animals not run. Camels wandered around. I see camelback 7th century races. Oh, races are 6 miles. I like that fact. Now I'm going to see, I'm over here on C. Now I'm going to take from that number 2, and I'm going to bring it all the way over here to number 3 on this. See how I'm pulling now some facts from C and now copying that down. I'm just going to do the first word because this will take too long for me to do that. But what your goal is to look at A, B, and C, the facts that you wrote there, and find your favorites of the facts that you put, and you're going to copy them from A and B and C onto the fused outline. Does anybody have any questions about what I just said? No questions. You got that? Malia?
So do you pick like one sentence from A, B, and C?
It doesn't have to be just one because notice how I did 2 from A and I did 1 from C so far. I like this other one I noticed here in the US. It's popular in the US to race camels. So I'm going to pick that one to put here for number 4. And then I might pick this one. You could do 2 from each. That makes 6. 2 from A, 2 from B, 2 from C. Or if you like 3 from A and 2 from B and 1 from C, it doesn't matter. As long as you get from all 3 of those A, B, and C, it doesn't matter how many, as long as you get some from all of them. Okay. And then I might pick this one. Animals not run. I might put that one for 5. And then this one, camels wandered around. I think that's funny. That would be a funny one to end on for number 6. So go ahead and take a minute right now on yours. And if it helps you to draw those lines, you can draw those lines down to the fused outline. But I want you to copy some from A, some from B, and some from C and mix them up in your fused outline, okay? So give me a thumbs up when you're done with that. It'll take you a minute. You're just going to copy those facts. Copy those facts from A, B, and C. Some of them you're not going to use, right? You have more than 6 facts up there. So you're going to pick your favorites. Some of them aren't going to get on the fused outline, only 6. You know what you're doing right now, Eliana? Are you thinking? Okay. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Eliana?
Do we have to do one of each, or can we do as much as we want?
You can only do 6 on your fused outline because you only have 6 facts to collect right there. So some of the facts you're not going to copy down. Okay. So do your favorites first from the facts that you wrote down, but it has to have some from A and B and C. Does that make sense? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At least 1 from each. And you're going to copy it down exactly how you wrote it in the A, B, and C part. Got it, Abby? Go ahead.
Yeah, I finished.
Okay, good. Let's hear what you put for your 1 through 6.
Mongol Derby race, fewer than half finish, 10 days. Arabian Qatar compete, 74.5-mile race, 25 miles per hour race all day. Middle East nomads, old tradition, winners cash cars.
Nice. Perfect. That's really good. So you got some from A and some from B and some from C. Excellent. Very good. Anybody else finished yet? You guys are still working? Okay. That's good, Abby. It's exactly right. So that's how we do the fused. We mix them up from A, B, and C and put it into one outline.
Mine's printed.
Yours printed. Oh, okay. So do you want to, I saw that. It's on Google Docs.
Yeah.
Did you actually print it on paper?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you can handwrite on there and take some from A, B, and C. Yeah. So underneath that, put fused outline,
Okay.
like how this one is here on this on the screen. Where's my looking for my cursor? Oh, there it is. Okay. So like this part right here, you can put fused outline and then Roman numeral 1, 1 through 6. You can handwrite that on your paper. And then you're going to take some from A, some from B, and some from C and put it on the fused, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you're just going to
Thank
copy
you.
that. You're welcome. Malia?
Can we only write about like one subject?
So the subject is animal racing. So that's what this big paper is about. So there's
Can,
only one.
can we only like write about just like one animal?
Just for this paragraph, yes, only one animal. So, and then we're going to do another one for a different animal. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so this one should be all about one animal, this part. Abby?
So is our homework for this week to use the fused outline to write a paragraph?
Yes, so you got ahead of me. That's okay. You're good. You're thinking ahead. Hold on just a second. I see Eliana's hand. Did you have a question? Oh, you're done.
Yeah, I finished mine.
So I want everybody to circle this whole part right here. Circle fused outline. Once you get it all copied in there, put a big circle around it. And Abby is exactly right. You're going to only use that fused outline to write your paragraph about whatever animal you picked, the racing for that animal. Okay, so you're going to ignore A, B, and C now. We just used it to gather information and collect facts. And now we mixed them all up on the fused. And now you're going to only use the fused to write a paragraph. Okay, so now the next step is to turn your white page over to the back. Let me share this one. Turn it over to the back side, and we're going to set up another keyword outline to do another paragraph. This paper in the end is going to be 3 paragraphs long, but you guys are going to work just on the first 2 paragraphs this week only. So turn it over on the back, and then I want you to go ahead and write, oops, we got to do this first. Put an A at the top, and this time it's Roman numeral 2, 1 through 5. And 4 and 5 are in parentheses like that. So that's A, Roman numeral 2, because this is the second paragraph. We're going to get ready for the second paragraph too. This is going to be B. This is Roman numeral 2, 1 through 5. 4 and 5 are in parentheses. That just means they're there if you need them, but you don't have to put words here. But if you see another fact and you really like it and you want to add it, you can use it. And then C here, this one is going to be again Roman numeral 2, 1 through 5. And at the bottom in the middle, fused outline again. This is the last part, so we're not going to write words on this part until the very end. So put Roman numeral 2, and this is going to be 1 through 6. And then that word clincher. Okay, once you get Roman numeral 2 all set up, give me a thumbs up. And Megan, I know that you had yours on the computer. I know you typed up yours. Do you have a white page that you can handwrite it to in the back of your binder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay,
can't use the same ABC one, so I got a different one.
that's fine.
It's blank right now.
Whoa, your microphone sounds so weird.
It
Really
does?
loud. Yeah. Yeah. Try muting again. And
Kind
then
of sounds like a robot.
yeah, it sounds like a robot. I don't know why. That's weird. Yeah, it's the one we used last time. Turn it over to the back side, and that's where you're going to write your A, B, and C, okay? And you're fused. Okay, I see that, Abby. Make sure you write it down, Megan. Okay. So you already picked one animal. Some of you picked horse racing. Some of you picked ostrich racing. Some of you picked camel racing. So for your second animal, it has to be a different one. And your choices are right here, camels, horses, and ostrich. So if you already did camels, draw a line through camels. If you already did horses, draw a line through horses. You're going to pick a different animal. So pick one of the other ones. Eventually, you're going to write about all three, but they're just going to be in different orders in your papers. That's fine. So pick your second animal that you want to write about and put the name of that animal next to the Roman numeral 2, your second pick. Okay, and put the name of that animal right there next to Roman numeral 2 and on this one. And then put it in the chat. I want to see, you guys know how to use the chat. Put in the chat what animal you're picking for your next paragraph. I see Abby's ostrich. You got ahead of me. She's like really thinking ahead of me today. That's good. Camels, Megan. Okay, that's a good one. So put camels next to Roman numeral 2 on your outline. Okay, Eliana said ostrich racing. Okay, and Malia, if you, oh, there it is. Oh, that's Abby. That's cute. I didn't know you had those little emojis. Camels. Okay, so here's what you guys are going to do. Whatever animal you picked, go to that article A first and look for the paragraph that talks about the animal that you picked. Okay, whether it's camels or ostriches. Go to article A, and on yours, you're going to have an A at the top of yours because we wrote that last week. And go to the paragraph that talks about that animal and start reading it by yourself. I'm going to give you time to work in class. And then you're going to look for facts that you find interesting and start filling in A under A here. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few minutes to work on A. You have to have at least 3 facts. But go make sure that your article matches the outline. So article A goes with A. And look for the paragraph that is about the animal that you chose and find facts. Let me know if you need any help. I'm going to let you work on that for a few minutes. I think that's the one. Is that article A, Eliana? This is A. let's see. And you picked, let me look back on
This is
here.
article A, but this is the ostrich page, the one that's like ostriches too. But
Yeah, so go to the back of that. I think it's on the back. Yeah. Um, right here on the back on page 164 is about ostriches. Ostrich racing on the back. Do you see that, Eliana?
Mark Twain was the editor.
Yeah.
But this is more like camel and ostrich racing, not just camel. I mean,
I mean, not just ostriches. Yeah. Um, you could talk about this part right here where it says ostrich racing is hard. It is growing in popularity in the United States. What started out as a joke became a tradition. You could put those facts on there.
okay.
Yep, that'll work. Malia?
I think I'm just gonna do horses instead.
Okay, what was your first paragraph about? Was it about the ostriches?
The ostriches, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can pick horses instead. That's okay. Just make sure you find the paragraphs that talk about the horse racing. Okay. That's fine. You're going to end up writing about all three anyway. They're just kind of in different order, and that's okay. So once you're done with your outline A, give me a thumbs up. Abby?
Is add like an abbreviation? Like could for ostrich could you put tutorial enterprise fake ad? Or would that be forwards?
Say the words again.
Tutorial enterprise fake ad.
No, you can do add as an abbreviation. So that works. Yeah.
I finished the first A. I finished Roman numeral 2A.
Okay, so tell me what you got for your 1, 2, 3.
So I got for 1, 2, 3, ostrich racing hard, growing popular US, and started joke tradition.
Nice. Okay, good. So now you can move on to B. So look for ostrich information on Article B and go ahead and start filling out that one. That's good. Good job. Abby, are you still working on A or did you go on to B?
I'm on my last one for A.
Okay, perfect.
Now I'm on B.
Okay, good. You can keep going. And Malia and Megan, when you get done with A, you can move on to B. Just make sure that your articles match, okay? B and B go together. Eliana?
I finished all of them. I finished A, B, and C.
A, B, and C. Good. Tell me what you have for B and C.
So I have ostrich, largest bird, and then I drew a picture of Earth. Number two for B is I wrote fly and crossed it out, run fast in 40 miles per hour.
Okay, good.
And then for third of B, it says riders fall off.
That's kind of funny and sad.
So for C, number one, prize, beautiful feathers, and I put the number one.
Okay.
Two, people, special saddle. And three for B, C, was a hard to keep balance.
Okay, good. So since you're done with A, B, and C, and those sound really good. Good job with that. So now you can work on your fused. You're going to take some from A, some from B, and some from C, and move them down here to your fused. Pick it. Now, when you're looking for facts, try to make sure it makes sense in the order that you copy them. Okay. So make sure it flows together. And then you're just going to copy down those facts that you like here, 1 through 6. So some of them you're not going to use. Okay.
I'm into B now.
Okay, good, Megan. Keep going. Make sure that your article B matches your outline B. Good job. Keep going on that. And you're writing about camels. Yes. Okay. Malia, how about you? Are you working on B yet? Or are you still on A?
I just finished A right now.
Okay, perfect. Keep going then. Make sure article B matches your outline B. Abby?
I just finished B.
Good. Awesome. We have just a couple minutes left. You can start working on C now. That's good.
I finished my fused outline.
Okay, good. What did you put for your fused?
So for my fused outline, I put ostrich racing for numeral 2. So for the first one is ostrich racing hard, riders fall off, hard keep balance, growing popular US, fly and I crossed it out, run fast 40 miles per hour, and prize beautiful feathers won.
Okay, good. And you can think, I heard a couple of times hard. So when you go to write your sentences later, try not to use hard twice. You can think of a different word like difficult or
Or
challenging
tricky.
or tricky. Yes, something like that. And also, I heard you say you had camel or ostrich racing. You can think of one more word to put next to that to kind of sum up what it's
Maybe
like.
like fun.
Yeah, fun would work. Yep. Okay, so I want to go over a couple things with you guys. So finish writing down the words that you're working on right now, and then I want to talk to you about what your homework is this week. So finish writing what you're on, the word you're on, basically. Even though you're not finished with your fused outline yet, I know some of you are still working on B and C. I still want you to put a big circle, leave yourself some space to write in there. Put a big circle around the fused outline, even if it's not done yet. So what you guys are going to do is actually write 2 paragraphs this week. You're going to write this one. I know you already circled this one. This is Roman numeral 1. You're going to use this to write the first paragraph, the fused, and then after you finish writing A, B, and C, and you combine them right here in the fused, you're going to use this one only to write the second paragraph. So you have 2 paragraphs to write this week. And then I want to look at the checklist with you really quick. So in your front pocket should be the checklist for this. It's page 169. Everything is pretty much the same as what you've been doing, but I just want to make sure that you know what to do for these things because the 4th box down says topic clincher. Don't forget about your topic clincher sentences. And the rule is right here, repeat or reflect 2 to 3 key words. And you're going to highlight or bold those words. And they have to be in every paragraph. So the first sentence and the last sentence of every paragraph has to have a topic clincher. And you have 6 now, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dress ups. This one's the newest one. Y1LA Class. Who remembers what those letters stand for? Y1LA. Do you remember, Malia? I saw you and then you're like, wait, do I know? I'm trying. Malia, see if you can tell me what they are.
Is it? I forgot. I can't.
Oh, you forgot? That's okay. You'll probably remember when somebody says it. Abby, do you remember what they stand for?
When, while, where, since, or as, since, if, although, because.
Nice. Very good. Woohoo. That was fast. And because we don't have the dot B on this one, but we do in the grammar book because we have a because clause all by itself up here. So we just have www.asia. So it's when, while, where. Those are the W's. When, while, where. And then as, since, if, although. So this is what I want you guys to do on your checklist. Let's write them down on the space below just so you can remember what those words are. So when, while, where. Those are the W's. When, while, where. And then the Asia part is as, since, if, although. See how each beginning letter spells Asia right here? A-S-I-A, as, since, if, although. And then just draw a line, like an arrow down here from where it says www.asia. Draw a little arrow so that you can remember. And these words can go anywhere in the sentence. They don't have to be the first word of the sentence, just somewhere in the sentence. So you need to make sure to use one of these words in each paragraph, in one sentence in each paragraph. Okay, do you guys have any questions about your checklist here? Okay, so that's it for today. You guys are going to finish up your fused on both of those. I think you already finished Roman numeral 1. That one's ready to go. So you got to finish up for Roman numeral 2, and then you're going to use the fused outlines to write 2 paragraphs this week. Okay, good job, you guys. That's it for today. I'll see you next week. Bye. Have a good week.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye. Bye, Malia. Bye, Abby. Good job today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you next week.
See you next week.
Okay, bye.